So airbags are amazing technology. There's no question. They save thousands of lives every year and have for a couple decades now. The problem, though, is when airbags are defective. And when they're defective, especially in certain circumstances, people are seriously, catastrophically injured, and even worse, people can die. Hi, my name is Rich Newsome, and today I'm standing in our law firm's warehouse where we store evidence vehicles from cases involving defective airbags. Airbags are great when they work, but what happens when they don't work? Well, what happens if the airbag fires with too much force? For example, if the chemical contained in that inflator fires with too much force, it can sometimes shatter the steel casing of the inflator itself, sending pieces of shrapnel, like a grenade, out through the airbag, injuring the occupant. So what happens in another scenario when an airbag fires when it shouldn't fire? So you're driving down the road, minding your own business, you're on a busy highway, and all of a sudden, boom, an airbag fires, comes at you like a boxing glove, disorienting you, again, because of a defective airbag. So what happens when an airbag doesn't fire? For example, if a car has been in for repairs and one of those motion detecting sensors are damaged, there's never a signal that's sent, perhaps. There are various reasons why, in some circumstances, because of a defect, an airbag won't fire. And when that happens in a circumstance when you should have protection, there's no protection and the occupant or a passenger can be seriously injured or killed without the airbag. So when someone is seriously injured or killed because of a defective airbag, there's two things that their family has to do. Number one, they have to preserve the vehicle. They can't allow it to be fixed. They can't allow the insurance company to sell it and allow it to be crushed. They have to keep it, hopefully, in a secured facility. That's number one. The second thing the family has to do is they need to be mindful that the clock is ticking. They need to make sure that they file the lawsuit or the claim before the clock runs out. Every state has a different statute of limitations. They need to seek competent counsel to advise them on when the time period runs that they have to file that lawsuit. Despite the tragedy of losing a loved one or having someone be seriously injured as a result of a defective airbag, there is some solace in knowing that through the civil justice system, by bringing lawsuits against manufacturers who make defective airbags, we can make a difference. We can hopefully encourage them through financial incentives to make vehicles safer, to make airbags safer, so that these needless injuries and deaths don't continue to happen in the years to come. For more information, go to consumerwatch.com. This message is brought to you by the Newsome Law Firm.